Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel English Literature. It is my last video on Renaissance, that is the Renaissance timeline, and I am feeling very happy, and I am sure that you are also, because everyone is feeling bored with this Renaissance and Renaissance men, Renaissance timeline, Italian Renaissance, England Renaissance. Renaissance is going on for a long time. I feel that you will never forget Renaissance again while reading history of English literature. But really, I am telling you, today I am really happy. You can see from my face that I am really happy today, because finally I have embarked on this sword of Renaissance, and I have just explored it, and I am going back to my homeland. I am feeling like such. That is history of English literature. I can took such other topics and can explore. I am feeling bored with Renaissance. Now, okay, no more talking. Just come to the point. And today we will finish Renaissance with the most important video or discussions on Renaissance. That is Renaissance timeline. Birth of Dante. Okay, we start with the birth of Dante. Okay, just a bit. Sorry for the disturbance, but there are some technical issues. Renaissance timeline. 1265 birth of Dante. Then 1302. Here is nothing to discuss, that you just have to keep in mind these dates for understanding, for relating something. Dante begins the Divine Comedy, 1302. All dates are quite approximate, not the perfect. There will be 1-2 that difference, but you can just relate it with how you read history of literature. 1304 birth of Petrarch. His original name was Francesco Petrarch. 1313 birth of Boccaccio. 1320 Dante finished Divine Comedy. When start? Dante started begins in 1302 and he finished in 1320. Pioneering work of the Italian Renaissance. Florence became the international center of finance, and in the same year Florence became the international center of finance to the Medici family. 1321 death of Dante. 1333 Petrarch discovered Cicero's Pro Arcia Poeta, that is the origin of, sorry, it should be origin of not Petrarch, it is the origin of Cicero. 1334 Giotto designed the bell tower of the Florence Cathedral. 1340 birth of Chaucer. 1341 Petrarch was crowned as Poet Laureate of Rome. 1345 Petrarch recovers Cicero's letters to Atticus in Verona. 1348 to 1351 Boccaccio writes Decameron. 1353 publication of Boccaccio's Decameron. 1368 Petrarch defends his religious value of humanism in On His Own Ignorance. 1374 death of Petrarch. 1375 death of Boccaccio, and Dante has already died. So these three triumvirate of Renaissance, Italian Renaissance or Renaissance you can call, Petrarch, Boccaccio and Dante, they died within 1375. Now 1386 or 87 Chaucer started the Canterbury Tales. 1397 foundation of the Medici Bank in Florence, Italy. 1440 there will be another thing, that is 1440. You have to remember, sorry, not 1440, sorry, 1400 what? 1400 what? Something written to Chaucer. Chaucer's death. 1400, I just miss it. 1400 Chaucer's death. You include it here, okay. 1440 to 1450 Gutenberg invented the printing press. 1453 the most important thing, that is the fall of Constantinople. 1454 1455 that is Gutenberg Bible was published. 1465 books started being printed in Italy. 1488 Bartholomew Diaz reached Cape of Good Hope. 1492 Columbus reached America. 1495, 1498, actually not America, it was some island. I have talked in the Renaissance Explorer that near America, it was near America, not particular America, an island near America. Bahamanianas, that's such type of name I cannot remember, you can check in Explorer. My memory is not so good. 1495 and 1498, Leonardo da Vinci paints the Last Supper. 1498, Vasco da Gama landed at Calicut in India. 1503 to 1505, Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci and Enchiridion of the Christian Soldier by Erasmus. These two things were drawn and written in that time. 1504, Michelangelo's David was erected, a symbol of republican strength. So what was David? David was a symbol, David was a sculpture and it was a symbol of republican strength. 1508, Michelangelo began working in the Rome on the ceiling of Sistine Chapel. 1511, Erasmus, Praise of Folly. Erasmus writes Praise of Folly. 1512, Michelangelo finished the ceiling of Sistine Chapel. 1513, it is just, I miss it, Machiavelli the Prince. Machiavelli the Prince. The Reformation movement began with Martin Luther. 1517, he published his 95 thesis, Disputation on the Power of Indulgences. 1519, Leonardo da Vinci died. 1521, Diet of Worms, Luther refuses to recant. Further, Magellan completes his trip around the world. So 1521 is famous for two reasons, Diet of Worms and this Magellan's complete his trip. 1524, Erasmus on freedom of the will, and here he attacked Luther. 1534 to 1541, Michelangelo's Last Judgment. 1534, Henry VIII broke. Henry VIII broke with Catholic Church and created the Church of England. 1543, Copernicus published his book on the heliocentric model of the universe, on the revolution of the celestial spheres. It is a great step in the scientific revolution. 1546 to 64, Michelangelo designs Dome and St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. It is a church built in the Renaissance style in Vatican City. 1564, Death of Michelangelo. 1558, that is Elizabeth I took the English throne. And Elizabethan period start. It was a peak time of Renaissance in England. Peak time of Renaissance. 1564, Shakespeare was born. 1580, Montague's essay, Book 1, Book 2 was published in 1580. Now, 1585, Philip Sidney, The Defense of Poetry was published. 1588, Montague's essay, Book 3 was published, and also Defeat of Spanish Armada by English Army. So it is very important for giving birth to national spirit in the mind of England. Because for the first time Spain was so powerful on water, but for the first time English army defeated the Spanish Armada and devastated it, and they gained the spirit, they gained the security. Okay. And 1590, posthumous publication of Philip Sidney's The Arcadia. 1599 to 1507, William Shakespeare produces his major tragedies. 1600, Caravaggio paints the first version of the Supper at Emmaus. 1603 to 1625, reign of James I, that is the first Stuart king of England. 1604 to 1604 to 1605, Cervantes' Don Quixote. And 1605, Francis Bacon's The Advancement of Learning was published. 1610, Galileo discovered Jupiter's satellite using his telescope. So with this we just finished our timeline. We have started it from the birth of Dante, that is 1200, I think 25, yeah, 65, 1265, and we finish here in 1610. Long way, and it's enough, I think. If you can find any important year to add with it, you must do that. And thank you.